Assalamu alaikum and welcome. You're watching Real English News along with your host Sharif Ikram Yamani. Let's have a look on today's top headlines. Cyclone Hudud named after a bird. Speech by the President of India Shri Pranab Mukherjee at the closing ceremony of the 11th Metropolis World Congress 2014. Boy set on fire allegedly in Hyderabad, army garrison dies. Prime Minister gives forces free hand to deal with Pakistan firing government sources. Prime Minister monitoring situation at border closely, says Rajnath Singh. And Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal pretends agitation if rickshaws issue not resolved. Let's have a look on headlines in details. Cyclone Hudud has been named after the national bird of Israel from the list of names suggested by Oman. Cyclone Hudud derives its name from the hopi bird, a colorful bird found across Afro-Eurasia. The Indian Meteorology Department, that is IMD, which issues a cyclone advisor to 8 countries, a list of names contributed by each of them. Every time a cyclone occurs, a name is picked up in the order of the names that are already submitted. Each country gets a chance to name a cyclone. After all the countries get their turn, the next list of names is followed. India, Bangladesh, Maldives, Myanmar, Oman, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Thailand provide names for cyclone in the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, the tropical cyclones are named for provide ease of communication between forecasters and the general public regarding forecasts and warnings. Since the storm can often last a week or even longer, or more than one cyclone can be occurring in the same region at the same time, name can reduce the confusion about what storm is being described by the IMD has said. The name of the cyclones in India's seas are not allocated in alphabetical manner, but are arranged by the name of the country which contributed to the name. Few of them are mentioned, like in the past, as in Bangladesh, cyclone was named as Helen, in India, Lehar, Maldives, Mari, and in Myanmar, that is Nonak. The current cyclone is named as Hudhud in Oman, and ones that will follow will be called Nilofer in Pakistan, and in Sri Lanka, Priya, and in Thailand as Koman. Pranab Mukherjee, President, says the speech as follows. I am honored to attend the closing ceremony of the 11th Metropolis World Congress 2014 being organized in Hyderabad by the government of Telangana. I believe this is the first major international conference in the newly formed state. I understand that Metropolis World Congress meets triennially and brings the best urban leaders, administrators and city managers, its practitioners, organizers and city representatives from 136 metropolitan cities on its platform to discuss the current issues of the cities and share knowledge. This is the first time this Congress is being held in India, and representatives of over 100 Indian cities are also present here today, says Mr. President Pranab Mukherjee. The government of India progresses and proposes to launch a new urban development mission to support states by hand-holding them in building infrastructures and services instead of the rapid pace of urbanization. A new mission mode program is being designated to take up these activities for 500 cities in the nation. Private sector's participation by the way of PPP, that is public-private partnership methodology, will be encouraged. The government focus will also be support capacity building programs for all our elected as well as official workers working in urban sector. President Pranab Mukherjee, and the last of the speech, thanks to all designated dignitaries, experts and delegates from abroad for visiting India, and wish them a safe journey back to their homes. He congratulated Metropolis and government of Telangana, especially to our Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and his officer once again for having made this Congress a grand success. The big news of the day, where an 11-year boy old who was set on fire allegedly with a high security military garrison in Hyderabad on Wednesday has died of 90% burns. Before dying, the police said he said before a magistrate that some military man burnt him. Let's have a look on today's big news that the child lived with his family in Siddhinagar with the garrison in Mehdipatnam, which is restricted areas and allow visitors only with special passes. A large number of policemen in riot control gear have been posted in and around the garrison to avoid a glare-up. Angry residents have been protesting since morning outside the base. The police alleges that kerosene was poured on the boy and he was set on fire on Wednesday afternoon. A little before 3 p.m., a soft drink bottle with a trace of kerosene and matches were found at the spot the boy was allegedly burned. The army has denied the involvement of its personnel. On investigation, it is found that the allegation is absolutely false and no army personnel is involved in the incident according to the report. The army condemns this act. An army statement said Hyderabad Police Commissioner Mahendra Reddy said it is not known who attacked the police and why. Besides the police, the army is also investigating what happened. Army officer says that share a good rapport with some 200 families who stay within the garrison. Cannot believe that any of their man could have won the boy. We are assisting the police in the investigation since the incident took place in the army area, according to a policeman in Delhi.
कल करीबन 2 बजे शेख नाम के 11 साल का जो बच्चा है जो सिद्दीक नगर में रहते हैं, दो लोगों ने बुलाया। वो जब खेल रहे थे उनको मारा और उनके ऊपर ग्यास कर दिया था, आग लगा दिया। उसके बाद उनको गांधी हॉस्पिटल को लेके जाया गया, जहाँ उनको एडमिट नहीं किया गया। फिर वहाँ से उस्मानिया हॉस्पिटल को लेके जाया गया, जहाँ उनका शुरुआती ट्रीटमेंट किया गया। फिर वहाँ पे हमने पुलिस कमिश्नर से बात की और वहाँ पे मजिस्ट्रेट को बुलाए। मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने बच्चे ने बयान दिया कि उसके साथ किस किस्म से हादसा हुआ। उसके बाद हमने उसे बेहतर ट्रीटमेंट के लिए अपोलो DRDM को लेके गए थे और जब तक उसकी बंदे की सिचुएशन बहुत ज़्यादा क्रिटिकल थी, बहुत कोशिश की गई, मगर आज सुबह में 8 बजे शेख मुस्तफ़ा का इंतकाल हो गया। मैंने कल सबेरिया कमांडर से भी बात की, गवर्नर साहब से भी बात की। गवर्नर साहब ने खुद सबेरिया कमांडर से बात की और पुलिस कमिश्नर से बात की। पुलिस इन्वेस्टिगेशन अच्छी तौर पे चल रही है। हम चाहते हैं कि हम ये मुतालबा करते हैं कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन और ज़्यादा तौर पे दी जाए और जो ये जिम्मेदार हैं, ये इनह्यूमन और ये बार्बरिक एक्ट के जो जिम्मेदार हैं, उनको फ़ौरन अरेस्ट किया जाए।
The Prime Minister is not likely to respond to the political opponents, who allegedly he is too preoccupied with campaigning for state election and should instead be focusing more in escalating tension with Pakistan. Sources in the government tell the news channel that Prime Ministers have left the management of the crisis to team led by the National Security Advisor after indicating both guidelines and about not succumbing to any blackmail and responding appropriately. India said the shelling by Pakistan has been intense and has occurred along the internationally recognized border as well as the line of control or LOC. India believes that Pakistan attacks are trying to distract from its internal politics, which have been highly volatile in recent months. Officials believe that Pakistan want to use the violence to help nearly 700 militants infiltrate Kashmir from across the border. Government sources who did not want to be named said that Pakistan is trying to test the PM's resolve, especially after India cancelled talks with Pakistan that were scheduled in August because Islamabad insisted on consulting with Kashmir separatists ahead of the session. They say Pakistan is also unnerved by the PM recent talk with the Chinese President, that is Xi Jinping, and the US President Barack Obama, who stressed that India is of huge strategic importance to the countries. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh on Thursday said the defense forces were giving a buffet in reply to the Pakistani onslaught and the country will not blow for anyone. I want to assure the people that we will not let down our country, Rajnath Singh said. The day after, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that everything will be fine soon on our Pakistan border. The Prime Minister keeping a close eye on the situation. He does not need to speak as our army and BSF personnel are giving a befitting response and we are satisfied with the Singh said amid question being raised by the opposition on government response to the ceasefire violation by Pakistan. Meanwhile, India and Pak heavy mortar and gunfire along the international border with Pakistani troops targeting 60 outposts and 90 villagers overnight in Jammu, Samba and Kato district, leaving 8 people including 3 BSF jawan injured. Pakistan Rangers shelled almost the entire 192 kilometers border during the night. Nearly 30,000 people have been displaced following one of the worst violation of 2003 ceasefire by Pakistani, which has left 8 people dead and 80 others, including the 9 security injured since October 1st.
और पाकिस्तान के बॉर्डर पर जो कुछ भी हो रहा है उस पर हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी पल पल की नजर बनाए हुए हैं और मैं समझता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री जी को इसका जवाब देने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि हमारे सेना और बीएसएफ के जवान इसका माकूल जवाब दे रहे हैं और जो भी हमारे बीएसएफ और सेना के जवान इस समय परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं या जिस तरीके से जवाब दे रहे हैं उससे हम लोग पूरी तरह से संतुष्ट हैं और हमारी सरकार देशवासियों को आश्वस्त करना चाहती है कि हम देश का मस्तक किसी भी सूरत में झुकने नहीं देंगे।
Aam Aadmi Party chief on Wednesday accused BJP lead, that is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, had led central government of doing nothing for the drivers while asking it to resolve the issue of ensure the flying of the vehicle within 10 to 15 days, failing which they will launch an agitation. Pointing out shortcoming in the notification issued by the Union Road Transport and Highway Minister to regularize e-rickshaws in the national highways. Let's have a look on this report. One of the e-rickshaw driver identified as Michael questioned the Modi government by saying that if the government can bring an ordinance overnight to appoint Nirpin Misra and a personal secretary to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, then why can't it make a policy even after 4 months after coming into power so that 2 lakh e-rickshaw drivers can earn their livelihood? 4 things have been fulfilled by one an e-rickshaw driver to make his vehicle ply on the roads. The model should be approved by the government agency. 1 has to get a driving license, but the person has to be 10th class pass. 1 should have an insurance and registration number like any other commercial vehicle.
फोन करवाया गडकरी जी के दफ्तर में, मैं आपसे मिलना चाहता हूं। जैसे ही मेरा फोन गया 1 घंटे के बाद गडकरी जी ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके कहा हम ई रिक्शा वालों के लिए पॉलिसी बना रहे हैं, 2 दिन में पॉलिसी बना रहे हैं। बड़ी अच्छी बात है जी। उन्होंने 16 सितंबर को मेरे को टाइम दिया मिलने का। जब हम उनसे मिले तो उन्होंने कहा आप चिंता मत करो, हम 10 दिन के अंदर, आज बोले हम आज एक नोटिफिकेशन जारी कर रहे हैं, जनता को 10 दिन का टाइम देंगे। 10 दिन के अंदर जो भी जनता सुझाव देगी हम 11वें दिन नोटिफिकेशन जारी कर देंगे। आपको याद होगा 15 सितंबर को सारे अखबारों के पहले पेज के ऊपर छपा था 15 सितंबर को कि 10 दिन के अंदर ई रिक्शे सड़क पे आ जाएंगे। छपा था कि नहीं छपा था?
Let's have a look on today's sports news. ICC World Cricket Cup 2015 trophy come to the UAE. The ICC Cricket World Cup 2015 trophy returned to Dubai on having after embarked on a world tour which started at the ICC headquarters in the city on July 3rd. For Atlantico de Kolkata, ISL opener is nothing less than Phenom. Atlantico de Kolkata may be the newest team on the horizon in a football Man City, but it's hoped to embrace the metropolis with the spectacular performance against Mumbai City FC in the Indian Supreme League opener on Sunday. Costa has to prove himself for Spain, says Del Bosco. Chile's striker Diego Costa may be prolific at a club level, but Spain coach Vicente Del Bosco feels it is time to himself proves on the international stage as a lead to the champion attack during Euro 2016 qualifying. Germany's Ozil out for up to 3 months. Germany midfielder Mesut Ozil has been ruled up for up to 3 months after he was diagnosed with a partial tear on a knee ligament, the German Football Association said on Wednesday. Changes to Asian football aimed at improving World Cup chances. Asian soccer must adapt to the increasing competitive nature of the world game or risk being left behind, Alex Susai, the General Secretary on the Asian Football Confederation, that is AFC, said on Wednesday. Let's have a look on today's stock market. Sensex for today stand with 26,637.28 and Nifty for today stand with 7,960.55. Let's have a look on today's gold rates as per Malabar Golds. According to Malabar Golds, today's gold rates, that is Thursday, 9th of October, are as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams, it's rupees 25,850. Whereas for 24 carats of gold for 10 grams, it's rupees 27,340. Silver rates for today for 10 grams, it's rupees 410. Let's have a look on today's weather report of 6 regions of Telangana state. Hyderabad minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius and maximum 32 degrees Celsius. Karimnagar minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius and maximum 34 degrees Celsius. Mehbubnagar minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius and maximum 34 degrees Celsius. Nizamabad minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius and maximum 25 degrees Celsius. Medak minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius and maximum 32 degrees Celsius. Whereas today's minimum temperature of Khambam district stand with 25 degrees Celsius and maximum 35 degrees Celsius. Headlines once again. Cyclone Hudud named after a bird. Speech by the President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, at the closing ceremony of the 11th Metropolis World Congress 2015. Boy set on fire illegally in Hyderabad, Army garrison dies. Prime Minister gives forces free hand to deal with Pakistan firing government sources. Prime Minister monitoring situation at border closely, says Rajnath Singh. And Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal pretends agitation if rickshaws issue not resolved. That's all in the newscast for today. Keep watching Real English News. This is your host Ikram Imani. Give permission. Take that. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.